For cheap and reliable Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins, check out EasyMut.com and use code SPORTS for 5% off your entire order. What's up guys, it's Duke back here from SportsGamers.com, and in today's Madden 21 tip, I'm about to break down the best run play in the entire game that basically nobody knows about. This is a completely new run play. It's not your standard QB draw, stretch, dive, inside zone, whatever. All the runs that everybody already knows about. This is much different and, in my opinion, much more effective because people don't know how to stop it because they have not seen it. It's actually in shotgun, and it's from a spread trips type shotgun set. It's a very unique play. Now, this play can be found in a few playbooks. I'm in the Eagles playbook in this example for the video. And you don't really need any abilities to make this play effective. The only thing I would say is if you have a fast running back, that does help because it's just about getting in the open field with speed. You don't really need anything crazy. We got the Niners here. We have a few good options. I'm just going to use Mozart because he's 95 speed. But, just a reasonably fast running back is going to be effective with this. But you don't even need that, to be quite honest with you. So the play I'm going to look at is found out of the gun, tray open, offset. And it is the 5-6 trap. Now, guys, remember, this is the Eagles playbook I'm using in this video, but it is in a few other playbooks as well. Although I will say it is not the most common play. You're not going to find it in a ton of books, but you can find it in some other playbooks. Now, we're going to go against some of the more common shotgun formation defenses. You'll see, we're going to start with the Big Dime 1-4-6. One of the greatest things about this run is you really cannot use the common shotgun defenses against it. Most people, when they see shotgun, want to stay in nickels or big dimes or dollars or whatever. The 3-3-5, the big dime 1-4-6, dollar, big nickel over G. Very, very popular defenses against shotgun, but this run really beats all of them very easily. The other thing is this formation kind of spreads you out, as you guys can see. It's a trips receivers to the right, but then also the receivers spread on the left as well. So you kind of are putting yourself in a bad position here because if you don't align to the formation, you can definitely get passed on. If you play man coverage, obviously everyone's going to have a defender lined up over them, leading to the box being light, so it's easy to run on. But if you bring defenders into the box, it's pretty easy to pass on, honestly, especially the way coverage is in this year's game. Also, a lot of good players by now, they know how to shoot like the inside zones and the traps with their user. You cannot shoot this run the same. It does not allow you to do that. So the user's not just going to be able to blow up this run by itself. So I kind of want to get into the breakdown now of this run against several different defenses. But before we do that, I just want to remind you guys to please subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying my content, also make sure to turn your notifications on so you don't miss out when our videos go live. And if you're rocking with me, smash that like button. The support goes a long way to allowing us to continue doing these videos for you guys. In the meantime, if you're looking to get better at Madden 21, also make sure to check out SportsGamers.com. We have the best Madden 21 tips and ebooks for both offense and defense to take your game to the next level. So, this run is going to essentially get two of our blockers to the next level with the O-lineman. Let's just start against the Big Dime 1-4-6 first. As you guys can see here, our O-linemen are shooting out. They're looking to get a hat on a hat, but you guys can see that we got a pulling guard from the left to the right. So you guys can see here, we do that. And also, actually, we get three of our blockers the way the play was designed here. You can see 63 and 69. We're getting upfield to try to get to the next level. And as you guys can see here, our pulling guard was to take out the D-end, which is going to allow these other blockers to get to the next level. And that's why this blocking is so effective in getting big chunk plays. Now, I'm just going to run in a time or two more against this Big Dime 1-4-6, and then we'll kind of just move on to some other defenses. But again, guys, look at the holes that this run play provides. I cannot tell you any other run on this year's game that I've got such consistent big yardage with. Most runs you'll be happy to get 4, 5, 6 yards and break off a big run here and there. But with this run, guys, I'm continuously getting 10-plus yard runs. Sometimes I'll even be getting 15, 20-plus yard runs. A lot of times I'll be popping off one-play touchdowns with this run just because, it just does such a good job of providing great open field blocking, and, it's very, very explosive. And you might be saying, well, what if they just move, what if they don't align over all the receivers and they just move everyone into the box, right? The great thing about this is the run still works just as well. As you guys can see here, we're still able to get great blocking, because what happens now is that even though our linemen have a bit more people to block in the box, now our receivers are basically, and tight end are uncovered, so they can actually do the job of getting to the next level. So you guys can see here, yes, I mean, our linemen do have more people they need to block that are in the box, so they can't really get on those safeties that easily. But now the tight end and receiver have nobody to block, and they basically just, basically as we get past the first wave, they're right there waiting to pop the safety, the user, whoever, and it's an easy, as you guys can see here, easy touchdown. So I want to take a look at some other formations now. You're definitely not going to be able to sit in these big dime type sets, dollar type sets. It's just not going to work out too well. This 3-2-5 wide is another type of defense a lot of people will use because it is pretty good run D overall. It does have some good coverage. This are the 3-3-5 normal. Some pretty common formations you'll see, just because a lot of people are using the audible down game from shotgun, and those are two defenses that can kind of counter it reasonably well. But same thing is going to happen here. This defense just does not defend this run good at all. Again, as you can see here, I mean, we're out for an easy touchdown. And if you've been watching my videos, you have not really seen a run play that's, going to consistently allow you to get touchdowns or huge runs like this. This run is super explosive. Like, a bad run for this run is like 6, 7, 8 yards. Most of the time, we're getting way more. And a lot of the other run plays out there, they're great runs, but you get a lot more 4, 5, 6 yard runs, and you don't get these huge runs so often. But this run is just so explosive, man. That's why I love it so much. It is super hard to defend. Now, if you guys want to see a passing scheme from this formation to go along with this run, drop me 350 likes on this video, and I'll put out a passing scheme that you guys can utilize with this run play as well. Now, this big nickel over G is, I would say, maybe the best defensive formation in the game right now because you can do so much from it. I like it a lot, man. I have it in my defensive ebook. You guys should check that out on sportsgamers.com. But, let's just take a look at how it works against this formation as well. So the strong safety blitz 2 is a very, very good defense. Even if you pinch the D-line and you have 4 down linemen, this run still pops off. Like, it's not just good against 3 down linemen. It's actually good against 4 down linemen, too, as you guys can see here. Very, very close to getting another touchdown there. If that guy did not come from off screen, I didn't even see him. But if he did not come from over there, we could have scored again. And honestly, if I would have seen him, I could have just cut up, instead of going to the outside, I could have just cut up here and scored. But again, take a look. Luckily, he defeated his block. Otherwise, again, this was a touchdown. But still, this is a huge run. So you guys want to look again here. The whole key to making this play work, why it's so good, is that the pulling guard over from the left is going to be able to take out the edge defender over there on the right, which allows us to get O-linemen to the to the linebackers and the safeties. And then at the same time, we have the 3 receivers over here that also can do the same thing. So we're always going to get past that first level, but what makes the run so good is that it's not just getting by the first level like most runs. We're also able to get blockers going to the next level. Again, look over here too. The way this run is designed, the tackle just is going to let that guy go and try to get on the linebacker because he knows that guy's not going to be able to make the play anyways. So that's why this blocking is so good, man. You're not going to see runs in this game designed like this. I'm telling you guys, this is a super rare, super effective run. This run to me is probably the best or most well-kept secret in the game. Nobody really knew about this run until I made this video. I've not really seen anyone mention it or use it, but I can promise you I've been using it with extreme success. Again, busting off another touchdown, guys. The cat is out of the bag. This run play is crazy effective. Now, you might be wondering, what if someone just plays cover 4, the safeties are in the run fits? Is that going to improve it at all? The run defense, and honestly, not really. You're never really going to see the defense react to this run. Even if the safeties play the run a little bit, come up because they're in the run fits, it's not going to make a huge difference because at the end of the day, we have so many guys getting to the next level, it doesn't really matter. So let me go ahead and just get in cover 4 here. We'll actually do 3-3-5 odd, cover 4 drop here. Now, you might be wondering, well, what can you do to defend this? I mean, it's so hard, guys, to be quite honest. I've even, run this against people that are trying to run 4-6 or 3-4 on me. Defenses that you would think would really stop the run. And honestly, they don't. I have yet to see someone completely shut down this run. I just have not seen it. And the thing is, if you try to go in formations like 3-4 and 4-3 against this, I mean, the way the game works this year, you can so easily pass the ball. That's not a really good option either. Once again, though, you can see that the safeties there are going to react to the run a little bit better when they are in the cover 4 run fits. But, I mean, we're still popping off 10 or so yards before they even get to us. So you can't live off that either. You might be wondering, well, what if they start to spy their safeties from man? And it's like, well, if you're going to spy your safeties from man coverage, you're just going to get absolutely shredded in the passing game. So that's not really a good option either. But, I mean, if someone did do that, as you guys can see here, you could still get, 5-6 yards or more, even with the safeties spied. I mean, that just shows you how good this run is, because most of the time, if someone's spying both of their safeties, you're going to be lucky on most runs to get more than a yard or two. But the fact that you already know if this run, it's going to, even against that, get you 5, 6, 7 plus yards, that just should show you how dominant this run is. So, like I said, if someone does something like that, though, you can just pass all over them. In order to even slow this run down at all, and when I say slow it down, I mean go from huge runs to like 6, 7 yard runs, which is really not even that good of defense to begin with, you have to do crazy adjustments that leave the passing game so open. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this tip, man. I think this is a game changer video right here. Gonna take your run game to that next level. And if you want to see a passing scheme to go along with this, drop me those 350 likes, and I'll put it out for you guys ASAP. So until next time, it's Duke. Be sure to check out sportsgamers.com for the best Madden 21 tips.